What's good, YouTube? I lost my mic, so for this vid, you're just gonna have to deal with the shitty sound. Today, I'd like to talk about the 6 just worst possible scenarios you can find yourself in. And if you're as socially inept as I am, these can be like actual hell. These are in no particular order at all. They all suck the same. Number 1, we got spilling stuff. Specifically in like a public setting. This has got to be one of the worst things I could imagine ever, and would never ever wish it on my worst enemy. Because then you gotta awkwardly find like towels, and usually in a public setting there's not towels just readily available. And dude, don't even get me started if you're in a store and you pick up something and drop it and bust it and you hadn't even bought it yet, so now you gotta buy it and the employees gotta clean it up and then they just hate you for it. And then it doesn't matter how many times you say sorry, you still did it, and it still really sucks. Number 2, we got farting in a public setting. Well, I go to the gym. You may not be able to tell it, but I lift the weights from time to time. And when you're on that like just that last rep, and you're just fucking trying to throw it up, and you fart, and it echoes. It's like put a gun to my head. Because then you gotta deal with the awkward just looking around. Okay, I'm sorry. Then you gotta deal with the awkward just like looking around, making sure nobody heard it. And you know everybody heard it. You know they did. But they're not gonna say anything. They're gonna go home and they're gonna think about that for the rest of their lives. And so are you. And then you gotta go on about your day like nothing happened. Like you didn't just get beheaded. Number 3, we got clogging a toilet. And this is just in general, because clogging a toilet has to be one of the most fuck you things that your house can do to you. Yeah, your pipes burst. That can be fixed. But clogging a toilet? Dude, you gotta find a plunger, which is usually by the toilet. But if it's not, then you gotta look for a plunger. And if you're over at a friend's house and they don't have a plunger, then you're just kind of fucked, because then you gotta go tell your friend that you clogged the toilet. And you can't really do shit about it, because you're not gonna go elbow deep with the brown-eyed dragon. You just gotta let it sit and hope that it just kind of evens itself out, but you know it's not. You know it's just gonna be there until someone comes in to use it, and it's there, and then you gotta answer to it. Before, we got saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, specifically fucking up your words. Here's a little story. I was in 6th grade. At the time, I was in class, and there was there was another student behind me that was a girl. I leaned back to like stretch, and I fucking racked my knuckles on the desk, on the paper holder like shelf thing beside me, yanked my hand back and said, "Oh, you slut," under my breath. The classmate behind me heard it and thought I directed it at her, and I got in trouble, like large amounts of trouble. Do I know why I said "you slut" while caressing my hurting knuckles? No, it was just what came to mind. Or like when you're in a conversation and you mean to say like one thing, you mean to say like go to, but like your brain makes you want to say another word, so you mix up those 2 words and it just comes out as gibberish, and the other person looks at you like you're fucking stupid. Number 5, I think this one's kind of specific. I wanted to give someone like a hand sign, like a thumbs up or an okay, or fuck, I don't know, and you just flip them off. Don't mean to, like your brain sends signals to your hand to do like that or that, but it just comes out like that, and then you gotta like weirdly like slowly change it to like this or this, and you gotta apologize because you just flipped this person off. And the really shitty is if it's someone you don't know, you just flipped off a stranger for no reason. And number 6, just any public speaking or presentation just at all, especially those ones in school like you can't skip. Like your teacher gives you an assignment to make like some PowerPoint presentation, and then you gotta present it, and you plead with your teacher. You're like, please don't make me do this, just grade it and give me the grade. I don't give a fuck if it's bad. Then they're like, no, I'm grading you on how well you can present. Then you gotta fucking awkwardly get up in front of like everyone, do a fucking shuffle. You're like, this is my presentation, and then read off some facts, and you're supposed to look at the facts and then look back at the people and say the facts or whatever. But you don't do that. You keep your head turn towards the screen because you're so fucking terrified that everyone else is judging you, but in reality, they're not at all. They're probably not even paying attention. Then you gotta awkwardly go back to your seat and sit down while they awkwardly clap. Or at least my school does. The teacher will be like, no, now clap guys, and then they clap. The air conditioner just shut off. That was the 6 worst scenarios that you could find yourself in. I got no way to exit this video, so peace.